Guys, pretty simple. I got a watch shaking this table. I got the overhead kind of camera mounted. We're going over, sorry about the paint and everything. I was painting at the other house. And we're doing a review of the complete starter set. It's the new one. Yeah, hope you guys kind of like this. I've already opened this up. I'm going to open it up here and kind of go over it with you guys. So let's get into it. It's their newer one. So this one actually comes with some of the new plastic infantry. And you see it's full of stuff. What's nice is there's two forces, a little bit more complete than the other sets. So there is an infantry platoon for the Americans and a small one for the Soviets. The Soviets are a shot company and the Abrams are HCs. So we'll just kind of like get into it. Price point, I pay $75 for this. This is retail usually. You can find them fairly cheap online or like eBay, but like always I kind of suggest shopping where you play. So let's kind of get over this. Bradley sprue, you get 4 of these. Typical sprue. Yeah, it looks like there might have been a little bit of a redesign. I'm not too sure, but you get 4 of these for your platoon. So we'll pull them out of the way. Probably one of the biggest things this set has coming is the plastic infantry. So let's get right into those. These are the Americans. They're really nice. They're crisp. You get 2 sprues worth, and that's enough to make 4 bases of infantry, just regular infantry, and 3 dragons. They're really crisp, as you can see. A lot of detail. Their old American infantry, they were pewter and they were sculpted. Not the best detail. These guys are pretty sharp, actually. You get 2 sprues worth. They're all clearly marked with their weapons and everything. So you get enough of those to make 1 platoon with the 4 Bradleys, which is right here. I think the American force is like 57 or 54 points. Then you get 3 Abrams. And the Abrams you can make the 8Cs. The only thing that you'll notice though, when you try to make the 8Cs, these do not have the radio pack that goes in the back. It would be the passenger side, I guess, if you're looking at a vehicle back here. Back on this corner here, there's a giant like radio box with a phone. I don't see it's in here. Some of their other kits come with it. Those are resin piece. But you get 3 Abrams. Okay. Going on to the Soviet stuff, there's their plastic infantry. There's 1 sprue here. I'm not sure if that's enough to make. I'm pretty sure the Soviets are supposed to come with. Because this is the Force Combat Team X-Ray for the Americans. Motor shock. So yeah, for your bases, this is your Soviet shock. 4 bases of infantry and 3 RPG teams. We'll go this a little bit later. Looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there is enough guys to make the 3. There's definitely more bodies on this sprue compared to the American sprue. Yeah, it's pretty comparable. They look really good. Good detail. Yeah, definitely really well done. I like their new plastic infantry. For a minute there, they came out with like a resin style infantry for the Soviets, and a lot of people didn't like it. They always broke off at the feet, or like they're real flimsy and they'd break, or they'd be real like gummy. So those are nice. Shame you only get part of a unit. And then the rest, you get 4 transports, which are the BMP-3 shocks. This looks like it's a redone kit a little bit, but I could be wrong. I haven't really built none of these. So So you get 4 of those for them to ride in. So basically you're getting 4 units. You're getting an HQ, a tank unit, transports for the infantry because they're all mechanized, and the infantry themselves. And then to round it off, you're getting 4 T-80s. You know, pretty basic. What's nice is they come with all the upgrades, just like a lot of their kits do. So you get 4 of those. And then 2 things of commanders. Americans are resin, Soviets are plastic. Proprietary dice, as you'd say. All the bases for everybody. And then something that they have always done, rule book with cards, unit cards here. And the rule books are always nice. They kind of, what they do subtle upgrades in the rule books. So there's rule books. And then if you want objectives, typical battlefront fashion, you have the cutouts. This is nice. And then you have the Start Here booklet, and comes up with some additional options the Army deals, and it gives you kind of like all the rules, how your Army works. Like in this case, the Soviets is 54 points, and you have a commander, shock, 3 T-80s, and a BMP, shock, infantry section. So a little bit more of an elite Soviet force, surprisingly, for your first game. Also noted, these aren't dynamic pointed either. So if you guys know, new points have come out, dynamic, and they've kind of readjusted a lot of heavy tanks. So a lot of these are actually cheaper if you would use dynamic points. But since this is a starter, this is pretty good to start with. And then the Americans, you have Force X-Ray, where the Shock Company is a legitimate unit in the book. This is kind of like a new one here. So you get an Abram, they're not HCs, but they're A1s. So they're just below your 8C. So you know, you get a command tank, and you get 2 other tanks. Like you get a platoon of 2. So you're going to have to keep them pretty close together. And then you get the full strength Bradley squad. You know what I mean? Which is kind of nice. Again, this is old points, so it's 57 points. If you're doing dynamic, this is probably close to 30-some points, if you're lucky. So like, these are good this is a good starter to get a good Soviet starter and American starter. Shock Company's really user-friendly for new players. 8Cs are kind of nice because they're pretty heavily armed. They're really nice because they're really heavily armed. But yeah, it gives you like the rules for each one. And then obviously the assembly guide, which is really pretty straightforward. It's really nice for the infantry because everyone's marked. And quite frankly, a lot of people don't maybe know weapons exactly like everyone else does, which is kind of weird to say in our gaming group. But they can break down where the guys go, roughly. So like, here's your dragon teams. This is your leader base and your 249 bases. So all in all, really nice kit. I picked this up at the Wolf and Wyvern in Johnstown. They just come in. These are kind of hitting the market now. They're really nice. Like I say, it's the new complete starter. If you remember the old one, the old starter actually had, I think it was like 4 or 3 64s, and then you had like 2 M60s and like 4 Abrams and stuff like that, and some Bradleys. So these are kind of nice. They're kind of showing their newer stuff, as in your infantry. It looks really well done. Like I said, it's 75 bucks is really affordable for 2 people, and you probably could definitely like buy 2 of these. One guy picks the Americans, one picks the Soviets, and you can probably come up with like a nice 80 to 100 point force so you guys can like get a few good games into. You want to expand the forces. But yeah, guys, this is kind of a quick and dirty review. I've never seen anyone do a review with this yet, so it's kind of nice to like kind of throw it out there. On the scale of would I recommend buying this if you're new to Team Yankee or even an experienced player, if you're looking to expand your force and these vehicles fit, like for me, the Soviet half really fits, and I'd like to have one more Bradley platoon. This kind of works for me. Plus, too, like, this gives me content. That's really wanted to open it up. I already have a lot of the tanks. The Abrams already sold off out of this. But yeah, guys, this is a good kit. I would definitely pick it up if you're a new player. The price point's really good. And like I said, if you really don't have a game store in your area or a game store worth your time, you can probably get these a lot cheaper online. But again, I try to shop where I play. But alright, guys, if you guys like what we do, like, share, subscribe. We're trying to get more content out there. We haven't forgot our mortar review. We're just trying to get our schedules to line up. Me and the Cleric had a game the other day. It's going to be a battle report. I'm not sure if you're going to see this before that or afterwards, but alright, guys, thanks for watching, and remember, always seize the objective.